So look at this nice, beautiful day. Where are we with the bunnies? Well, we're not doing too great. Um, but I'm all right with that because I was starting to get a bit stressed this morning. And then I thought, you know what? If the only thing in the world I have to worry about at the moment is the fact that I've got two bunnies in my house that do not get on with each other, then I'm okay, you know? There's a lot worse things in life to basically worry about. So this morning was the second morning that we done the whole process where I cleaned the pens, took out the litter trays, took out the divider that separated them, disinfected it, rubbed down vinegar and everything, put in new blankets on the floor, put in a main litter tray and just one bowl of water. And that was the second morning we'd done that. Yesterday they done it and it lasted about an hour and a half, and today they done it and they lasted about half an hour. I wasn't actually with them, my partner was, and they had a bit of a scuffle, more than normal. Like Hopsy will have a little nip and that's it, usually no real contact. But today it was a bit more than that. So Hopsy got quite aggressive, my partner said, and we haven't had any aggression like that or any big fights for about, I don't know, ages and ages and ages, definitely 3 weeks I think, maybe even more. I think it was the first few weeks of bonding that we saw like bad scuffles. So he separated them and put them back in their pen because that was the expert advice. Take them out, have them together. The minute there's any fights, the minute there's any scuffles or anything like that, you put them back into their mutual space. Very disappointing. I'm not even going to pretend and act like I am not disappointed. I am very disappointed. I'm like, what is it going to take with these bunnies? Like, what do I need to do? What am I not doing? What am I doing wrong? There's something that I must be doing wrong. And I'm just hoping, like, if I find out what it is, they're going to click and then it's all going to come together. I'm not sure if the fights that they had in the beginning were too vicious and now they're like, I don't like you. Bunnies, they say, hold grudges. So like I say, I don't know whether the fights they had in the beginning were too vicious, because they had some real vicious fights. I did jump in. I didn't let them just go for it. Some people of the opinion, leave them, let them work it out. Obviously, as long as nobody gets hurt. Other people of the opinion, no, don't let them fight at all. So this whole bunny bonding thing is a complete minefield, and you kind of just got to figure it out. I thought I was doing everything by the book. I've taken all the advice. I've tried everything that I could possibly think of. So now I'm reaching out to the experts. This lady from Devon, who's helping me out, who runs a rabbit rescue up there. So I'm hoping that we can come to some kind of impasse, some kind of moving forward. I feel like we've gone really backwards, because in the kitchen for those 17 days, they were doing pretty decently. We didn't have any major scuffles, just a couple of nips, a little bit of fur and flying fur, and that was it. Moved into the living room. Maybe we moved into the living room too quickly. Maybe they needed to stay in the kitchen a bit longer. Check the road. I don't want to die on the road today. Maybe they needed to stay there a little bit longer, but they were like tolerating each other, but not friends, but they were okay. So they just needed to take that step where they start grooming and accepting each other and using the same litter tray and eating from the same bowls. And that never happened. Just all hell has broken loose since they've been in the living room. Like I said, I felt a bit down by it this morning, but yeah, life, innit? Life. I can't sit here, be getting upset about two bunnies, not because they're just two bunnies. I don't believe that. I love the two of them dearly, but life goes on and I've got to figure a way to manage this and deal with this and manage it, deal with it and get on with my life, because life has to go on. I'm getting back to work now as well, so you know, I can't dedicate all my time to the bunnies. So somehow we're going to have to work around bonding them and dealing with all of this while I get back to work. Luckily my partner is at home, so there is someone at home with the bunnies during this moment, someone who can keep an eye on them. You know, I did buy a bunny cam as well, so I can look at them while I'm out and about and while I'm at work as well. So that's where we are. That's where we are at the moment. It's all very strange. It's all like a whole new world. I never had to do with anything like that in my life. So it's a whole new world. It's all very strange. But the bunnies are happy. I've just seen a video of them. And my partner sent me because I was out when the scuffle took place. They're eating, they're running, they're doing their thing. They're just oblivious to the mayhem that they're causing, absolutely and utterly oblivious. If someone had told me a year ago that I'd be trying to bond two bunnies and taking it as seriously as I am, oh my gosh, I'd have said you're a liar. One thing that I did manage to do, which hopefully I will get, is somebody has a pet stroller. And the reason I want to get it is because I find that when they're in the pet carrier together, they're quite reasonable with each other. There's no scuffles, nothing like that. Hopsy just kind of sits still and Jessica will kind of snuggle into Hopsy. So I want to do a few more sessions basically where they get to be in the stroller together, but in the carrier together. But obviously carrying that stroller, which I did, carried it around for about 2 hours the other day, is not easy. So what I've done is I've been looking for second-hand pet strollers, and I found one for 15 quid. So I am in the process of trying to get that stroller so that basically I can put the pet carrier in the stroller and stroll them around. I'm quite lucky where I live. I've got a big piece of scrubland, a big park, and I can take them there, follow the path around and use that. So that's another tactic I'm going to use. I'm not giving up on these bunnies. I'm telling you, I am not giving up on these bunnies. And even if all else goes wrong and they're never friends, then I need to basically find a space in my house, a space for Hopsy and a space for Jessica, and they just live life as separate bunnies. Obviously that is not ideal. I do not live in a big house, but we will find a way to make it work. Hopsy's part of the family now, so she's not going home. I think a massive part of the problem is there's no trust between them. There's basically no trust. Hopsy isn't submitting, Jessica isn't submitting. There's no trust between them, and that lack of trust is stopping them from getting over to the next step. So I just got to keep on thinking. I've just got to find a way. It's my duty as the human to find a way to make this work. So this is it. Can you believe it? I'm on the road talking about damn bunnies. I will let you people know how it goes. Wish me luck, people. I hope that I don't get no more grey hairs, and I hope these bunnies don't give me no more wrinkles. But right now, pure bunny stressing.